Whoa. What's up? How are you guys? It is Saturday, and to be honest, I've been trying to film this video all day long, but between kids and house stuff and both batteries being dead because I am an irresponsible YouTuber and should absolutely be banned from the channel for that, right? Yeah, I think that's the direction it's going. If you don't have your batteries charged, they kick you off, I think. Anyway, let me give you a quick rundown on what I'm wearing today, and then we can dive into what I actually want to talk to you about. You ready? Okay, so this sweater, holy crap, that is really dark. Okay, another thing real quick. I'm sure you noticed in the last video, and you know what, if you don't care about camera stuff, then you can just like skip ahead 45 seconds. I'm sure you noticed in the last video that the first half of it, when I was in the shop, was really crappy and grainy. And then the second half of it, when I was out in front of the office, it looked really good. Now, part of that was because of the time of day and the lighting was better, but the other part was that I learned about this little thing called ISO. That goes so far into getting rid of the graininess. The problem, though, is if I keep my ISO low so it's not grainy, and I keep my aperture open, which is good, it lets a lot of light in, and I keep my shutter speed good, then it gets kind of dark like this. So this may not even be something that you're seeing because I may be able to clean this up in Final Cut after. But if not, then now you know why it's dark. And if you know how for me to fix that, and if you know of a way for me to fix that, like actually in the camera settings as opposed to having to just increase the exposure while I'm editing, let me know. Please tell me in the comments. But like I said, let me show you what I'm wearing and then we can jump into the rest of this. You ready? Alright, Ace Drivington sweater. I don't know if this brand is still around, but I hope they are because this is a good little sweater. They sent this to me a couple years ago. So we've got that. Mott and Bow jeans. These old socks, I'm pretty sure, are from Target. And you notice no shoes, and that is because today I want to talk to you about, you notice no shoes, and that is because today I want to talk to you about cleaning your shoes. So let me show you what mine are and the terrible condition that they're in. Yes, I know it's disgusting that I put my shoes up on the bathroom counter. I'm going to clean that off, but the lighting is better in here, so deal with it. Alright, so I've had these for a while, but as you can see, they are just getting pretty gunky. I mean, that, you've got the suede that's getting dirty, and they just do not look, they don't look good. And these are not supposed to be my beater shoes. I want these to be nice sneakers that look good, especially because they're red and they're old school, and so I'm going to clean them up. Now, I've never done this before. I'm not an expert. In fact, I'm probably going to watch a couple of YouTube videos before I even do this, and then we'll actually try to put it to the test and see how it works. Maybe I'll actually include some of the links up in here for you to the videos that I watch. But yeah, not an expert in this, first time. Let's see what the results are like. I don't know what your Saturday nights typically look like, but tonight for us consists of, like I'm going to show you, working on my shoes. But then I've got... Or are you hiding?
I am.
The wife who was cutting up mild ties to make them work for my son. We're snacking on chocolate chips and watching The Office. So, as I'm sure you probably imagined, So as I'm sure you probably imagine, things get pretty wild here at the Guzzi household. It's getting lit AF.
Such a tweet.
Good morning. It is now Monday, and I got these done Saturday night. So here's the finished result. Look at how new and clean those look. I got to reset the nap on the suede. The gum on the soles looks really good. Everything, oh man, it's just so much better. That's so much better. Now, that took me probably, I don't know, 20 minutes. So, not a ton of time. And before I let you guys go today, I want to tell you why that kind of stuff matters. And as I've been thinking about it over the weekend, I can come up with 2 different reasons. And what you need to do is think about the fact that both of these reasons, like everything we talk about, they're amoral. They're neither good nor bad. And so the first reason is the one that a lot of people will assign as a negative, but it just is what it is. Historically, there are only a certain type of people who could afford to walk around in new, clean shoes, and that's wealthy people. Poor people have not been able to do that historically. Now, obviously, I'm very well aware of the fact that there are plenty of people who don't make a single dollar on their own. They're on the complete dole of government, charity, family, whoever, and they make it a top priority to buy $350 sneakers that they keep nice and fresh and clean because that's one of the things that they do within their tribe, within their group. I get that. But that's a relatively new and a relatively localized example. And when you think about all of our shared history as people, only the most wealthy were able to afford clothes that were nice and clean all the time. And so by wearing things that look nice and clean, you trigger in other people's brains that you are financially better off. Now, again, use that how you will, whether that's good or bad. Recognize that that may be true, it may be a lie. And so as you see somebody who's wearing new clothes, you have to mentally decide, it's like, I'm going to flip that switch because this guy may not be as wealthy as he's projecting himself to be. But know that that's one of the things that will go on in your head as you see that. Now, the other thing is that it's indicative of discipline, because even though, I mean, I've had these shoes now for almost 2 years, they're not new, and I wear these a lot. And so I don't buy a new pair every week or every month or even every season. I've had these for a while, but to take 20 minutes out of a Saturday night and to do something like that periodically requires some discipline. And so that's another thing that will mentally kind of trigger in people's minds. It's like, oh, okay, so either this guy's wealthy or he's just got a lot of discipline and he takes care of things. And if he's the kind of man who takes care of his shoes, what else is he disciplined about? Is he disciplined in his other habits? Now, again, those thought processes are not something that will consciously be going on in the forefront of your brain. That's going on behind the scenes as you're assessing and making value judgments of the people with whom you interact. So for you as a man who is wearing these clothes, know that your audience is making those subconscious judgments and assessments, and use that to your advantage. Obviously, that's one of the big reasons why dressing well works. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think. Leave me a thumbs up, and I will catch you on the next one.